Good morning. My name is Megan, and welcome to my channel. Soon I'll be 50, closer to 50 anyways than to 40. And I still feel like I'm 23 sometimes. So 50 creeping up on me seems impossible. So you might ask, why are you starting this channel now? It's like, well, I wanted something challenging and to learn something new. And a few years ago, I was talking about this with a friend and how we should have our own talk show because we're hysterical. We could be like Regis and Kelly, or Hoda and Kathy Lee, or if you're old enough to remember, Regis and Kathy Lee together. They were also hysterical, by the way. And so there's no better time than now, right? Plus, I'm curious about a lot of things, and I figure if I'm researching it, maybe someone else is too. And what I learn, I can then hopefully be helpful to someone else. So with this, there's going to be a learning curve on things like how to edit videos and what equipment I may or may not need. I'm recording this on an iPhone without a microphone, as you can tell. So I apologize if the audio is not great. And plus, there's going to be the learning curve of being able to keep up with comments or interactions, depending on how many there are, to balance that with life and work. So please bear with me while I figure all of this out. And then what I want to give and what I want to get out of doing this channel is a way to get out my thoughts or pass on random bits of knowledge and to some degree have a legacy. And so I'm hoping this is also going to help with self-confidence. I've never wanted to call attention to myself or be the center of attention. And so this is a big step for me to be real, to be candid, and essentially be giving a speech to the world. And by the world, I mean even the 5 people who may watch this. I did not like speech class in college, and so this is very difficult for me to be recording myself and posting this for the world to see. And also, I've never liked writing in a journal, but this is a way to journal without journaling, if you know what I mean. And I love the written word, but I struggle each time I'm given a journal. So maybe this is a better way to keep myself accountable. Do you remember the little journals or the diaries? Did your mom ever give you one of those where it had like the little lock and the key, which essentially, I mean, like if you stuck a paper clip in there, you could open the diary. I would write in that for about 5 days and then I was done. So I'm hoping and praying that this is a way that I can stay focused and be accountable and also be focused on the good in things, complain less and use sarcasm less. And so the name of the channel, Bit of Good, came from scriptures that I was reading. So each day I have this, I flip through. And so today is day 3 or 4 of generous. And it's talking about the topic of generous and the topic of God being generous to us. And so there's been like the last 3 days, the word good is in the scripture. And so that's where Bit of Good came from, because I was sitting at work and the name just came to me. And so I wrote it down, and then I came home and sat down and made an email account and this YouTube channel with it. That was literally the first thing that I did when I got home. And then my first challenge was to make my first video and get it posted up. Possibly without editing, because again, I don't really know what I'm doing with that. So we'll learn together. And then I'm also hoping that each video is going to feel like you're just sitting with a couple of friends to sit down and talk, because sometimes there's nothing better than just sitting down to talk with a friend.